Let's head south from Taranaki to the Kapiti Coast. An iconic 90-year-old macrocarpa hedge has been reduced to wood, in part anyway, after the Kapiti Coast District Council delivered on an ultimatum to its owner. Vince Osborne says he was in Wellington today when the council turned up to his Waikanae property to cut a corridor at the bottom of the hedge to provide a footpath after complaints from neighbours about safety. We don't think there was a footpath there to start with. Anyway, the council says it took action today because Mr Osborne was told to cut the hedge himself back in January and failed to do so. Mr Osborne disputes there were any safety issues and said the hedge was planted by his grandfather back in the 1930s and he, like the hedge, is gutted.
It's been sort of hacked at the bottom, so it's got a big slash through the bottom of dead sticks and wood and things. You know, no arborist in sight, just a big tractor and chopped it through, yeah. So you've got this sort of big sticking sticks and mess and brown through the bottom of it, yeah.
And will it survive that?
Well, fingers crossed, we hope so. There's quite a lot of other hedge, depending on, I haven't seen, you know, whether they're going to carry on and do more. I understand they were going to carry on and do more. I haven't seen that yet, so we're hoping that it will. It just looks bloody awful, yeah.
Can you tell us about the objections to it? What were the concerns being expressed? It's difficult exactly to pin that down, but there was a sense that there was one area just beyond it. Was it a road or a driveway? A road, I think.
So, yeah, that's correct, John. It started off with a complaint from the neighbours who live in the adjacent road coming out onto the main road there, Timana Road. So it started off as they couldn't see the sight lines. But of course, once that issue was proved to be incorrect, the council shifted on to other issues, which was no pedestrian access along that side of the road, which is the primary reason why they've done it. There's a couple of other minor ones which were resolved. So basically they're saying there was no footpath access along that side of the road because the hedge took up the whole berm. Even though there's no footpath on that side of the road in any case, they had to chop it to create a theoretical footpath.
A theoretical footpath. What do you think your granddad would say about this? He planted it in the 30s, right?
Oh, he did, yeah, in the 30s. Yeah, no, look, he'd be pissed off like I am, and we all are. You know, it's just like living in a Hitler state, to be honest. So, you know, they just dictate what they think is correct and don't listen to anybody else, and they do what they want to do.
Vince Osborne talking to us from his home behind the hedge earlier this afternoon. Certainly the photos suggest that whatever you think of the rights or wrongs of the hedge being trimmed, they did a spectacularly ordinary job of the trimming process.